If you are someone with a public online presence, you are at risk of being scammed by fake brands or less than desirable brands who want to partner with you. Hi and welcome back to Creating with Kea, where I share all of the tips and tricks and things you need to look out for as a content creator, blogger, or influencer. And as content creators and influencers are in the business of wanting to work with brands, we are naturally very susceptible to scams and just crappy offers. So to demystify all of this and to keep you safe, I thought I would share some of my tips for discerning whether or not a brand deal or brand is legit. First, I want to say not every brand that is messaging you is an outright scam, nor are they necessarily a fake brand. They could be completely legit, but still the type of partnership they're offering might not necessarily be something that is worth your time as a content creator. Let's get into it. Number one, if the brand DMs me, my guard is already up. It's not the most professional way of beginning a conversation that's supposed to be a business partnership. If they are DMing me to ask for my email, that is a little bit better, but it's also a red flag because my email address is in my bio. So it's like, did you do any research? Are you just mass messaging everybody? What's going on here? Luckily, this is a relatively easy one to investigate. You can go to the brand's profile, scroll through the photos, see how many followers they have, if they've got a blue check mark. But I will say sometimes I've been messaged by brands who seem to have all of these bases covered, but something just still doesn't quite add up. Like the pictures are all kind of like stock photos. There's the same number of likes on everything. There's no comments. No real people have tagged them. And you just have to remember it's pretty easy nowadays to like buy followers and like curate all of these things. So keep an eye out. Similarly, and arguably like a million times worse, is when you get one of those auto comments on your profile saying, DM for a collaboration, we want to work with you, DM us. Those ones are pretty much just bots skimming hashtags and just mass commenting the same thing. Scam. Next is if I'm getting an email or DM for that matter addressed to anything but my name. I'm talking, hey sweetie, hey beautiful, hey influencer, hey comfy girl curls is even a red flag to me, because basically any of those just signal to me that this is a mass email. I'm pretty sure they are just copy and pasting or like auto-generating everybody's usernames, and they didn't really discern who they were sending this to. That's not a brand that wants to work with you specifically and nurture like a proper partnership. Along the exact same lines as any email that just has tons of different fonts, again, something that just looks like they copy and pasted a bunch of stuff and stuck it together for a mass email. Continuing with this same strain, anything with horrible grammar and just weird sentence or paragraph structure. The beauty of the internet is that we can converse and partner with people all over the world, and English might not be their first language, but if somebody is emailing you saying that they are from Sephora and the email isn't written in anything close to proper English, then it's probably not Sephora. Along those lines of people posing as legit brands trying to scam you, a red flag is an email coming from anything other than a branded email address. Any big brand will have a branded professional email address. They're not emailing you from a Gmail. It's not gonna say SHEIN collaboration at gmail.com. I can't count how many of those I've received. There is a bit of leeway in this branded email rule when it comes to smaller businesses who might just be getting on their feet. But if that's the case, I definitely do expect some personalization in this email and an explanation of who they are and the fact that they're just getting started. Another red flag I look for when scanning these partnership request emails is when they have no links. Like no links to their website, no links to their socials, just nothing, just text. It also just makes me feel like there's something to hide. I don't know, maybe that's just me. And then we have what is my most immediate turnoff when I get a request for a brand. It's when a brand asks you to pay for something to complete this partnership. Whether that's them inviting you to be an ambassador for them and only giving you a discount in return, or saying that you have to just pay for shipping or order the products yourself and they'll reimburse you. Anybody that asks you to pay your own money in order to promote them is not legit. Even if, again, it is a legit brand, even if they've got like a brick and mortar, to me, that is a scammy method of partnering with influencers. Don't say yes to it. Yes, as a creator, it is such a privilege to be gifted things, to be offered things at a discount, and we should definitely be grateful for that. But we have to remember that we are offering a service that is promoting brands or bringing brand awareness to products and services out there. So really, at the minimum, we should be being paid for these services, not paying for the chance to promote somebody else, paying for the opportunity to do labor that benefits somebody else. I have shared some of these red flags and things that I look out for on social media before, and some people have been quick to defend the brands that are using some of these practices, or that, maybe didn't use links in their email or addressed it, "Hey, sweetie," and maybe just didn't know better. And that is why I want to emphasize that these are just all of the things that I keep in mind when I am receiving these requests. Any individual one doesn't necessarily stop me from considering the brand or taking them seriously. It's more a culmination and a mix of multiple, unless, like I said, if they're asking me to pay money. That's kind of just an immediate no. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you have been scammed by a brand before. It is definitely very common in this space. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the thumbs up and subscribe. That way you don't miss more helpful content in the future. Thanks for watching, and until next time.